my first vlogging video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what we're doing to prepare my grandmother's mobility scooter for a world record attempt. That attempt is the most distance covered in 24 hours using a mobility scooter, which currently stands at 170 miles. This is my grandmother's mobility scooter. It looks pretty stock. We got some different tires on the back, and we do have another slicks to go on here for high-speed runs. And then when you get to the back axle, you can see it's got a big, juicy, fat ATV axle in the back. Big disc brakes, tiny little chain, but it holds up. It hasn't snapped yet. And most importantly, we have our long range battery, which is 72 volts, 40 amp hours, which we're probably gonna have to get a couple of these to recharge one as we are breaking the record, and we can keep swapping the batteries out to make sure we get the most out of this world record attempt. We did run into some issues with this mobility scooter in the past. The throttle got stuck down, caused me to crash because it wouldn't stop. And eventually the whole throttle mechanism just broke completely off and disabled this whole scooter. So today we're going to be installing a new throttle, which is a little bit more discreet, and it looks a little bit better quality as well. The first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut this wire, solder in some new ones, because this wire is not just plug and play. It's ran from the controller, which is located here. There's a bunch of wires here, and it's ran through this whole thing. So in order to rerun the wire, we'd have to take all these panels off, and we'd have to extend the wire as it is. So now that we got that all wired up, it's the moment of truth. We're going to plug in the battery and see if this thing is getting power and if it works. There we go, we got it plugged in, we got power. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Oh, opening, we gotta turn the key on. Scared me. Yep, we're good to go again. Yeah, this thing is ready to rip. Do another test run, see what it looks like. Now all we have left to do is we just have to unbolt the old one, bolt in the new one, and make sure it looks stock, because that is the whole goal of this build. This is our final product. Looks good to me. It looks kind of stock. So, a couple key immediate takeaways from this new throttle. It's way too sensitive. It's not good at low speeds, only high speeds. Let's see what kind of speed this thing does. In the next video, we're going to be replacing the tie rods because they are kind of loose, and when you're going around 30-40 miles an hour, you don't want to have this much play. We want the steering to be a little bit tighter on this thing. We have some other issues to address as well. We have to have extra chains, we have to have extra tires, so if our chain breaks during the world record attempt, we don't just end our record attempt there. We can just go in there, swap in a new chain, continue adding on those miles to the world record. And tires, we got to find a way to swap them out quickly, because all those miles on these tires, this thing has a solid axle, so it's going to wear out those tires pretty quick, especially going around the corners. So we got a couple little things to address. Stay tuned for the next video.